Good morning and welcome to Mrs. Bell's Sweet Treats and More. This is my YouTube channel. Today is Monday and of course it's Monday Moments, and I welcome you to some cooking today. It is fall here in New England. Not officially, but you know, it's cooling off and that's what I'm happy about. And whenever I think about fall, I think about fall cooking. And one of my faves is chili. I like to make chili for my family, for my husband, for myself, and for friends. So I wanted you to see I'm starting today, and I welcome all of our new subscribers and to our existing subscribers. Thank you for watching. Please share with me your ideas and some of the things that you have cooked. You may not have cooked what I've cooked, but tell me what creative ways you have come to in your own cooking journey. I'm going to begin. I wanted to let you know I'm using ground beef and ground turkey. I'm going to saute my vegetables. I have an onion and red pepper and green pepper. I roasted my green pepper, and as some of you may know, I save things that I cook or find things on my shelf and try to work with what I already have. And I roasted the green peppers and I froze them, so now I'm bringing them out. Excuse me. I'm using dark kidney beans, but you can use the light ones. And I always rinse mine. They have that starch on it, and I rinse mine. And the ingredients, of course, are in the recipe. You click on the link and you got it. So I'm going to start. I'm going to put some oil in my pan. And I'm just using extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit. I like olive oil for sauteing the vegetables, but I'm really cautious about using too much because I don't always like that olive oil flavor. So absolutely, you can actually just spray the pan with a vegetable shortening, or you can use vegetable or canola. I'm just using olive oil because I want to use my olive oil up. And I'm going to put my vegetables and saute them when it comes up to heat. And we'll be back. I'm back. And I'm going to put my vegetables in. I love the smell of onion and peppers. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And I love a big pot of chili. I'm going to have chili with garlic bread. I have some errands to run, so I'm not going to make bread from scratch. And I'm not even going to use my shortcut of frozen bread. I'm just going to use the sliced garlic bread. So I'm just going to saute these until they're wilted down. And the color, I don't know if you can see the color. It's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Red pepper, onion, and green pepper. And you know what? Sometimes it looks like I'm really doing something. I'm just putting these vegetables together and the whole house just smells like, you know, you're really up to something. So I'll be back. So I've sauteed these a little bit, and I'm going to add some garlic to it. And then I'm going to just let the garlic go in there because I don't want that garlicky, the raw garlic flavor. I want them to mesh together. So we'll be right back. So I removed most of my vegetables because I'm going to leave the rest in there and add my ground meat. I'm going to add the ground beef first, and my ground beef is still a little frozen. So I'm just going to break it up. And I'm going to leave that whole piece there. And I'm going to allow that to cook just ever so slowly, and I'll be back. All right, I got my ground beef in the pan, and I'm gonna add my ground turkey and let them cook together. I like when they cook together because they pick up each other's flavor. And I'm adding beef stock because I like the heartier flavor, but you absolutely can add chicken stock, or you can just add water. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll be back. I'm gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper in. The meat's almost ready. And I have already opened up my tomato paste. Now, when I make chili, I don't always make chili with tomato paste. Sometimes I make it with spaghetti sauce. And if you've not had chili, I don't make the traditional chili. I make Mrs. Bell's chili. I don't particularly like the chili, that flavoring. I like my chili to have its own flavor, which it does. So I want you to see the meat has cooked down quite a bit. And I'm going to keep on until all the juice is gone. And then I'm going to be right back. I have my meat, I put it aside. And now I'm going to work on my sauce. Get all the flavoring. I found some tomato paste. This is the regular Contadina, but you can use Hunt's or any other brand that you prefer. But I also found some, and I want all of it out of here. That's why I use my spatula to get as much out as I can. And then I found some that was no salt added tomato paste. And basil, garlic, and oregano. You can use all the same if you want. I find them on sale and I use them at that point. So I'm going to put this together and I'm going to add my beef stock and I'll be back. So I'm back and I'm going to add some of my beef stock. I'm not going to add all of it, and you have to be sure to shake it up. And I got unsalted. Use about half the container. And I'm going to add some water to that. It's not salted, but I want to really get this sauce going. So it's quite thick. It's really thick. So I'm going to add some water to that. About equal parts water and stock. And you can absolutely use chicken or vegetable stock and not add the meat at all. There's so much flavor in the sauce. So I'm going to let that cook for a little bit and then I'll be back. So I'm going to add just a little bit of my vegetables back. I want this sauce to be really, as they say, doctored up. I have Contadina, and it was diced roast garlic and herb, but I crushed them. And I'm going to cook this down. all the flavors are together before I add my meat. So I'll be back. So I have my sauce, and it smells so good. And you see the tomatoes and the vegetables, some of the vegetables. So at this point, I'm gonna add my meat because I want my meat to really pick up the flavor of the sauce. And I'll keep adding until it's all in. So here is our meat and our meat sauce for our chili. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my vegetables, the rest of my vegetables back. Excuse me. It's nice and meaty. And then I'm going to add my beans. And I've already rinsed them really well and gotten rid of the water. So I'm going to cook them with the meat. And I'm just going to let them just simmer together. And as I'm hoping you can see, this is a nice pot of chili. So I'm going to cook that down. Doesn't take long because the beans are already cooked, but I'm just going to let them simmer together. Here's our chili. And what I'm going to do now is add some. Now this is what I do this with mine. My chili, I like it spaghetti-y flavor, but I still like, so I add Italian seasoning. You don't need to add that, but I'm adding a little bit of that. And I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. You use tomato. Tomato is very acidy, and it has that kind of biting flavor. It has the flavor bites sometimes like greens when you're cooking fresh greens. And so the sugar tends to get rid of that biting, acidy flavor and smooths it out. And I don't add enough sugar to sweeten it. It's just really to knock that edge off. So I'm gonna let this stir for just a few minutes and I'll be back. Well, here is our chili. And what I'm gonna do now, I want you to see how much deliciousness this is in a nice heaping bowl. And I like and I'm gonna top it with some cheese. Use any brand, any kind you like. And there we have it, our chili. And I have some garlic toast that I'm gonna just have with that. And there we have it, our chili. It's not hard to make, but oh, it's just so delicious. Just a spoonful of it. Together we can do this. You have a good one. And let me know if you did any variation. Again, this is Mrs. Bell's chili. I don't do it, I do it simply for my fall, and I do it my way. Let me know if you had an opportunity to make your own and what you like about your chili. You have a good one. Together we can do this. See you next time. Bye-bye.